Yeah, YouTube boy just back in again another video. This video I'm going to be showing you my other custom Sonics. Well, it's not really other customs. I've finished a custom off that I said about yesterday. And also, I am working on another custom, which is right here. It's made look like an alright pen to you, but it won't do when I finish with it. Also, I'm going to show you what I've done to the Sonic in here, because the problem that I kept having with it is the car kept coming out every time I flick it up and it keeps popping out. So I fixed that issue when I just put something around it underneath inside. So yeah, it still flicks pretty good. It still doesn't open. Still can have it on that mode or that mode, or yeah. And then on the bottom, it's pretty easy to pull off, but when you push it back in, it's doo-doo. You can sort of see that I've put some metal down there. I'll just actually point that light. I'm dropping things now. You can see there's a piece of metal there. What that does is clips on to the bottom bit of the panel and actually keeps it in place. And yeah, I will probably add like a button on here at some point, make it more like true to the show, but it will obviously have like electronics, because if I can get a screwdriver, I'll just use this one. Seems it's a flat ID as well. I'll show you why I can't make it work no more as well. Not just because I stripped the wires out. Yeah, I've made room for like this thing. For spare LEDs. For other customs. So yeah. It's pretty wobbly, it's because of the claws, but yeah. I've seen like other customs where it's like blue in the car and all silver, and it's got like a Rassilon on the bottom. Looks quite cool actually, and it's got like rivets on the side, on the slats. I think it is, or it's on the copper section. I don't know. I can't really recall it, but yeah. So that's that Sonic custom. Well, not really custom, is it? It's just partially a capture options toys that broken and just thought converted it into a broken one. Speaking of customs, now if you're wondering, there's fidget spinners here. There's not. I've changed them because I've run out of room for the fidget spinners. It's in that Lego box over there, that blue one. I've made like stands for them, and this one is quite good. I'll actually show you that last. The key is from a key that I found laying around somewhere around the streets and stuff. I thought it would be a good TARDIS key. I've got like a weathered look, so what I did is I used one of these and gone over it, put my finger all over it, and it actually fills in the cracks pretty nicely. So that's the TARDIS key. It just needs a bit of string and stuff for the TARDIS. And also, speaking of Sonics and stuff, this has a bit of hot glue on there, just because it stopped this clip from coming off, because all it ever does is comes off. So yeah, I might have to like sort that out and probably do it in there so it's all metal, and probably just get rid of that. Probably put like blue tack or actually super glue on it. It's still spring loaded, so yeah. It still has that removable thing for the bottom, so you can actually shove the wires across, or a battery or something, just to make the LED work. It's not properly wired up to the LED, just I can't be bothered to do that. It's my custom Sonic. I've actually took this to school with me a couple of times to show Brandon, because obviously he likes to see my customs. So I just thought I'd show him. Speaking of customs, you'll like this. This is just the stand. This is from a zapper, one of them zapper back things, which I kept the handles, and I thought there was no purpose of me using them. So I just thought I'll strip them out, use the LEDs for something else, and strip the circuit board out of that, and screw it on by sacrificing one of the grocery can pots for a stand. Take that off. Stick 2 screws in it, especially I want one on the top for looks. And it still opens up, which is cool. So I could probably store my key in there, like that. And some bands come off, so I can actually store it in there. So if I don't lose it. And I've got these, which is actually spare parts of the bunk bed, which I found. So I just thought I'd stuff it. Use it for weights, and the bands are starting to come off. Something else. I'll just make this key magnetic so I can actually stick it to the frame of a bit or something. Sonics. This is what I would call the John Pertwee's emergency Sonic, just in case his other one broke. So yeah. I actually attached a button onto the Sonic by using some hot glue as well. It clicks very nicely. It obviously doesn't do anything, but it's just there for clicking or making it for show, so the doctor could use it like that. And this also extends like that. Pretty cool. This emitter is from the Character Options toy, which one of them had broke, so I salvaged this from it because I thought I'd make a sonic screwdriver at some point, and I totally forgotten about it, and I found it in my box working. So I thought it fits perfect. Nothing really much going on around here. It's just a piece of wire and needs actually tightening up a bit. So do that, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm leaving that so I can actually take it off and probably replace the head with something else if I wanted to. It still clicks, as you can hear it. It's pretty cool. It's metal, same as the key. It's metal. That's metal. In fact, this is metal as well. It's only got a few bits of plastic on it. Like, this is plastic, the LED's not. This is not plastic. This is metal, 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 plastic, metal, metal. And that gold is plastic because it's from one of them pens that could light up from the tip. And it kind of got destroyed. Anyways, there's my fully custom Sonic. I might upgrade it a bit so it's like, this wire keeps moving, so I might have to probably like tighten it up or something so it stops moving, because it's, as you can see. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I also like did a hole inside so I can actually stand this up on. I can either have it in open mode, or I can have it in closed mode, and that's about to fall. I can have it halfway or fully closed, which is quite cool. So that's my best Sonic for the Classic, and actually it's the same size as the 8th Doctor Sonic, which I'll go fetch it. Here's the 8th Doctor Sonic. This I've got a playlist on YouTube on my channel, a playlist of sonic screwdrivers, and one of them is actually one of these, not obviously plastic though, one of the custom made, and it actually collapses inside because that's what it's meant to do in a show, and I can actually tell you it does. Now, when it extends, it's similar size to each other, but not too much. It's similar size, but not so much. And when in closed mode, this is a little bit taller. It's pretty cool. I'll change the batteries at some point. Obviously, I keep my sonic screwdrivers in boxes, obviously to protect them from getting damaged. So speaking of boxes, I'm trying to get a box made out of wood. Obviously, a Time Lord's toolbox thing you'll see in the TV movie. But obviously, mine's going to be a bit more better because it's going to have a tray on top where it's removable. It's going to have my key. It's going to have my diamond. Fob watch I haven't got yet. I'm after making one. Well, I tried making one and it just fails. But I'm still trying to get one for the show. Not show thing. This, I tried to put a red LED into it, which I did. I drill pressed the actual thing because I couldn't take the motherboard out because it was like held on by these rivets. And basically it worked, but it didn't at the same time because the switch was broken and it was the only switch I've got. And not only that, every time I put the back cover on, it keeps disconnecting itself. So I've hot glued it and then it just didn't work much. So I just ripped it all out and just put it back. So basically it's an empty shell now, which I might modify into a pen when I do get my new Sonic, which is in a few weeks, which is a new one of these, which I will unbox on YouTube, as I kept saying. So yeah. Got stuff all over. Now, this is the one that you probably wanted to see, like, how can you customise this to a sonic screwdriver? Now, you know how you can get the Sarah Jane Sonic lipstick? Well, apparently the female that plays Sarah Jane has died. Apparently, I don't even know. I've always found that out. I'll probably confirm that because people are saying that it is true, but I'm just going to say it. And this is sort of based on that because it's a pen where you can actually twist it to actually get the pen nib out. And if you take this off, you've got an LED. Twist the LED, it'll turn on, but obviously it won't because there's nowhere for a battery to go. Which I think is quite cool for a disguise of a pen. Because I know you can actually get a Sonic pen with a sonic screwdriver, but me having my own, it's basically one of them. I don't know if this is going to be in my box of sonic screwdrivers. I'll probably not include it because it's just a normal pen with just an LED stuck on the top of it. That doesn't work. Pen does though, but anywho. Shout out wise, unfortunately no one has commented below in my last video. Well, they have, but it's not showing up on my YouTube account. So I'm going to have to leave this one out for today. But obviously comment down below if you want a shout out, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe and tell me that you subscribed, and I'll subscribe to your channel as well. And speaking of subscribing, still on 69, not too bad, but yeah. So subscribe today and like the video, and also comment down below, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next video. Dippy Lee! Please subscribe.